Ahoy, me hearties, gather round for today's tale. Takes us back to the Golden Age of Piracy, where daring adventure and fearsome buccaneers roam the high seas. Settle in as we encounter the swashbuckling escapes of none other than Calico Jack Rackham, a pirate of cunning wit and a heart of gold. Controversial affair, unraveling the pirate's romance of Calico Jack and Anne Bonny. Our story begins in a sleepy coastal village where young Jack Rackham grew up, dreaming of a life of adventure on the open waters. Although life on land didn't quite satisfy his adventurous soul, fate had grander plans in store for our spirited hero. Under the tutelage of a legendary pirate captain, Jack learned the art of piracy from a navigation to swordplay. Welcome back, mateys. If you be enjoying the story so far from the Pirates of the Golden Age, we be newer channel, And we really appreciate the support from you all, our new crew members, as it were. Please take a second to give this video a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. Both of these things are free, and would really float our boats here, if you know what I mean. The tale worth knowing. Calico Jack Rackham's navigational prowess and swordplay skills were honed under the tutelage of the legendary pirate captain Bartholomew Black Bart Roberts. A grizzled veteran of the high seas, Black Bart saw promise in young Jack's fiery spirit and took him under his wing. From charting courses by the stars to maneuvering through treacherous waters, Jack learned the art of navigation from one of the most seasoned pirates of the time. For swordplay, Captain Roberts spared no time training Jack into the ways of the cutlass and the rapier. Their practice duels on deck were spectacular to behold, each clash of the blade an intricate dance of skill and determination. Through the guidance of his seasoned mentor, Jack grew into a formidable swordsman, ready to defend his ships and crew from any foe that dared to cross their path. And so, the legacy of Captain Black Bart Roberts lives on in the daring exploits of his eager apprentice, Calico Jack Rackham. Jack, his charismatic charm and quick wit endeared him to his crewmates, making him a natural leader on the high seas. Calico Jack's charm and charisma were the talk of the seven seas. One fine evening, as his ship docked at a bustling pirate haven, Jack found himself at the heart of a lively tavern filled with boisterous buccaneers. With a twinkle in his eye and a devilish grin, he regaled the rowdy crowd with tales of daring escapes and legendary treasures. As he spun his tales, his animated gestures and infectious laughter drew the crowd into his world of adventure. The tavern echoed with cheers, and even the most hardened pirates couldn't help but crack a smile in the presence of Calico Jack's magnetic charm. His quick wit and ability to find humor in any situation made him a favorite amongst his crewmates, and earned the admiration of pirates and privateers alike with each tale he weaved. Calico Jack's legendary crew for his charm was as mighty as the wind that filled his ship's sails, and so, with laughter and camaraderie, the legacy of Calico Jack's charisma lived on, inspiring tales for generations to come. Well, mateys, we enjoy you watching our stories and hoping you be enjoying them too as we do making them. So if you be kind enough to click the thumbs up button below, and if you could kind enough to share this with your crewmates and add a comment about what you think. Now keep it clean. Let's get back to the story, shall we? Calico Jack's plundering pursuits. As the Jolly Roger fluttered above their ship, Calico Jack and his crew fearlessly plundered merchant vessels, earning both riches and notoriety reputation. Tales of their daring exploits echoed throughout the Caribbean, leaving even the most formidable foes quaking in their boots. Historical records reveal that Calico Jack's Rackham's piracy flourished during the early 18th century. His audacious captures and audacious escapes from the British Navy made him a figurehead of the pirate's life. History weaves a tale of daring captures and audacious escapes from the infamous Calico Jack Rackham. In the annals of piracy, his name resounds through official documents and court records, bearing witness to the relentless pursuits of both plunder and freedom. Records reveal that the Calico Jack Rackham and his crew prowled the Caribbean, intercepting merchant vessels with precision and finesse. His cunning strategies, such as deceiving foes with false flags, led numerous successful captures that swelled his coffers with ill-gotten riches. Yet, as fate would have it, each daring capture came with its share of peril. Engagements with the Navy put the crew's mettle to the test, but Calico Jack's tactical prowess and fearless leadership allowed them to slip through the fingers of their pursuers time and time again. In a legendary escape, when a daunting squadron of British ships cornered Calico Jack's vessel, the pirate captain navigated through the narrow passages and treacherous shoals, leaving his pursuers in the wake. His mastery of the seas earned him the nickname Calico Jack, a nod to his crafty, cat-like maneuvers. Yet, despite his audacity, the allure of pirate life could not shield him from the inevitable. In a twist of fate, his reckless romance with fiery Anne Bonny led to their capture in 1720. Calico Jack faced a trial and was ultimately sentenced to gallows, making him a symbol of the rise and fall of the pirate glory. Let not that be the end of the tale overshadow his legacy. Calico Jack Rackham's daring captures, audacious escapes, and fearless spirit etched his name into the annals of pirate lore, forever enshrouded in the hearts of all who cherish the thrilling tales of the high sea. Love on the high seas. In the heart of his pirating pursuits, Jack crossed paths with an indomitable Anne Bonny, a fiery-haired beauty who matched his courage and wit. Their meeting kindled a passionate romance that would be celebrated in the annals of pirate lore. The story of Calico Jack Rackham and Anne Bonny historians have pierced through their existence and romance through various historical records and accounts from the Golden Age of Piracy. While the pirate era was shrouded in secrecy and often romanticized in folklore, the evidence supporting their real-life escapades is quite compelling. Records from the early 18th century contain testimonials from witnesses, crewmates, and authorities who encountered Calico Jack and Anne Bonny during their pirating days. Court records and trial documents provided vivid details of their exploits and capture, painting a vivid picture of their love affair and piracy endeavors. Additionally, accounts from the reputable controversies, including Governor Woodes Rogers and pirate hunters, confirmed the existence of Calico Jack's Rackham and the fiery Anne Bonny, their actions and interactions with other pirates figures of the time, and further weight to the authenticity. The romantic connection between Calico Jack and Anne Bonny is well documented in historical writings, from eyewitnesses' testimonies of their companionship on board the ship to love letters exchanged during their adventures. These historical documents provide fascinating insights to their passionate romance. While the lines between fact and fiction may blur in the realm of pirate lore, the historical evidence supporting the existence of Calico Jack and Anne Bonny as real life pirates and romantic partners is a treasure trove of proof. Their story of love and piracy, woven into the tapestry of maritime history, endures as a timeless tale of adventure, passion, and indomitable spirit of the Golden Age of Piracy. Well, while Jack and Anne's adventures were filled with laughter and treasure, they were not without their share of challenges. They faced fierce storms, fierce foes, and even betrayal within their ranks, but their bond held strong through the turbulent seas. Unveiling lesser known facts. But here be lesser known facts about Calico Jack Rackham. He was known to have a soft spot for animals and once rescued a crewmate's pet monkey from a treacherous situation. A true romantic at heart, he composed poetry and serenaded the crew under moonlit skies. Indeed, there are beyond the well-known accounts of their infamous exploits, there are some lesser-known tales that add fascinating layers to the legends of Calico Jack Rackham and Anne Bonny. Such tales recount a daring nighttime escape when Calico Jack and Anne Bonny ingeniously disguised their ship silhouetted under the cover of darkness. They hung lanterns and glowing orbs at strategic points on the ship's hull, creating an illusion of a ghostly vessel, allowing them to slip past a heavily guarded fleet without raising suspicion. In another lesser-known account, a daring rivalry brewed between Calico Jack and the infamous female pirate known as Mary Read. With a reputation for their audacious feats, their paths eventually crossed in a thrilling showdown. The high seas, though recorded, differ on the outcome. The legends suggest a fierce battle of wits and swordplay between these formidable pirate women. A particularly endearing tale tells of Calico Jack's penchant for rescuing abandoned and shipwrecked animals at sea. He became known among his crewmates for his tenderness towards creatures, great and small, earning him the nickname Jack of the Animals. Let us not forget the humorous tale of how Calico Jack once won a game of chance against a rival pirate captain, securing a much coveted prize, his beloved parrot companion. The parrot, fond of mimicry, would often taunt their adversaries with witty pirate banter, providing amusement and camaraderie to the crew. As these lesser-known tales entwined with the grandeur narrative of Calico Jack Rackham and Anne Bonny, they reveal a tapestry of daring feats, tender hearts, and the allure of pirate's life. These hidden gems, lost among the sea of legends, continue to spark our imagination and keep the spirit of piracy alive in our hearts. Amidst the crashing waves and moonlight skies, a tale of love and piracy does arise. Two hearts entwined, an unbreakable bond in Calico Jack and Anne, their story beyond. Upon the seas they sailed with grace, a passion fierce, a wild embrace. With swords in hand and eyes aflame, together they conquered the pirate game. In every storm and treacherous gale their love endured, it would not fail. Side by side they faced the strife, their love the anchor in the pirate's life. his heart, a treasure she did possess. Her fiery spirit his soul would impress in stolen glances and whispered words, a love story like none before heard. He called her Bonny, his fearless mate, her heart's defender, her soul's true fate. She in turn called him her valiant Jack. In his arms she found solace, love's own track. With every sunrise and setting sun, their love grew deeper, two hearts, now one. Through danger, laughter, and they plundered gold, together they lived, a love to behold. And when the tides of fortune turned, and fate's cruel hand their hearts did churn, in love the battle, side by side, they faced the storm, with love as their guide. For even in the face of their demise, their love blazed on eternal tides. In legend's wake, their romance will soar, two pirate hearts forevermore. So let us toast to love's grand tale, to Calico Jack and Anne Bonny's sail. Amidst the seas their love will thrive, forever entwined they shall survive. If you be enjoying these salty tales here on Pirate Stories, tales of the Golden Age of Pirates, then click the subscribe button down there near Davy Jones, And share this with all your mates. We'll all be glad if you do. Until next time we meet, let your salty adventures be the kind you can tell about, and the wind at your back, and your sails always full. Until next time, mateys!